This guy is the real life Tarzan.
Hello, my name is Jason and I love my life.
And he lives in the jungles of Hong Kong. He climbs trees. He grows his own food. He builds his own eco-friendly house. And he never cut his hair for 24 years. Every day, he dances. He swims in the ocean and plays music. He's living the good life, but it wasn't always this good. 20 years ago, Jason was homeless with no family and no job. So he got out of the city life and came here.
City life, it's not for me. And I do know I try all the best I can do, but it doesn't work for me.
Eventually, he found a job playing Tarzan at Disney World. For most people, this life is too crazy. But for him, it just feels like home. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
Metro. I hate the metro. This is what I say every time I take a metro because it's always too hot or too slow. But not here in Hong Kong. Because what you're looking at is the world's best metro, and this is not an exaggeration. In Hong Kong, if the metro is delayed by more than 30 minutes, they have to pay a 1 million Hong Kong dollar fine that goes back to the people. That's why the metro is on time 99.9% of the time. Here, the stations are so clean you can sleep on them. They are air conditioned for convenience with glass doors for safety, free Wi-Fi for connectivity, and people around for help.
My job is to help people to solve their problems.
Each ride costs 70 cents only, which is a lot cheaper than New York or London. It's a business that works without ripping people off. Everyone should look at Hong Kong and build a metro like theirs. A metro that pays $1 million if they're late, because maybe then we'll have no delays. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
In Hong Kong, I found a chef who makes noodles using his butt.
Hello, Next Daily， 大家好，我係 Marco。
Marco is a chef who makes noodles by bouncing up and down in a kitchen for hours. His family restaurant has been making noodles for generations. First, he goes into this tiny room and takes a thick slab of dough. Then takes a huge bamboo stick, attach the stick on top, hop on it, and start bouncing up and down, right and left for hours and hours until the dough is super strong and super flat. They do this process with every noodle dish that they serve. This tradition of cooking is a dying art, and nobody does it anymore because of how tough it is. But Marco believes it's all worth it, and he continues to do it, not for money, not for fame, but simply for passion. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. This guy in Hong Kong thought cats and dogs were too boring, so he got a lizard as a pet.
我係南丫島阿勇伯。
Uncle Young is an old grandpa who is very lonely. So he decided to buy a pet. He saw a tiny baby lizard in a pet shop, adopted it, and named him Boss. In the beginning, Boss caused a lot of problems. Well, it's a lizard. But eventually, they became BFFs. They go to the sea together. They take sun baths. They even give each other massages. Soon, people started to stop Uncle Young on the street to ask about Boss. Tourists would take selfies, and some grown-ups would ask him to jump on their heads. When he adopted the lizard, Uncle Young thought he was making one new friend. But because of Boss, Uncle Young is now friends with the entire island. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
1 week ago, the strongest storm in 35 years hit the city of Hong Kong. Hundreds of offices shattered, thousands of trees destroyed, and millions of lives disrupted. The entire city came to a standstill, and this is where it gets amazing. Within 2 days only, 2 days, thousands of people volunteered to clean up the typhoon mess. Minorities, immigrants, and locals all chipped in to help. Firemen worked for 36 hours non-stop, and most of the city was back in order. Festivals, highways, people. It's hard to believe a typhoon hit the city a week before. In other developed countries, recovery could take years. We all need to learn from Hong Kong. Because what was supposed to destroy this city only made it stronger!